Right now, you're using Linux. Maybe you don't know it. What if I told you the operating system powering the world's supercomputers, the servers behind Google, Amazon, Netflix, and even your Android phone, was born in a student's bedroom by a quiet Finnish programmer? He wasn't trying to change the world, but he did. This is the untold story of Linus Torvalds, the man who built Linux in his bedroom and changed the world forever. Today, we're diving deep into the remarkable journey of Linus Torvalds, a story of curiosity, rebellion, and relentless innovation. You'll discover how university students' frustration sparked a software revolution, why Linux became the backbone of the internet, and how a humble penguin became a global tech icon. Stick around to the end to see how one man's bedroom project became the beating heart of modern technology. Born in Helsinki, Finland, in 1969, Linus Torvalds was surrounded by books, computers, and the cold Nordic air. His grandfather was a stats professor. His parents were journalists. But Linus didn't want to write essays or analyze politics. He wanted to solve problems. His obsession: computers. His grandfather's Commodore VIC-20 became his first playground. By age 10, Linus was already experimenting with programming, driven by pure curiosity and a love for solving puzzles. As a teen, he wasn't a prodigy in the traditional sense, just a kid who liked to take things apart and put them back together, always asking, how does this really work? He didn't play games. He rewrote them. In 1989, Linus entered the University of Helsinki to study computer science. There, he took his first C programming class, a language that would soon change his life. By 1991, Linus had a new PC running MS-DOS. But he wanted more. He craved the power and flexibility of Unix. Unix was the king of operating systems. The problem? Unix was expensive, proprietary, closed off. If you were a student or hobbyist, tough luck. That was when Linus downloaded a teaching tool called Minix, a small Unix-like OS designed by Professor Andrew Tannenbaum. But even that wasn't enough. It was read-only, not customizable. So Linus made a bold decision. If he couldn't have Unix, he'd build his own. And he did, from scratch. Armed with Maurice J. Bach's design of the Unix operating system and a relentless drive, Linus began coding his own operating system kernel from scratch. He worked late into the night, fueled by coffee and curiosity, piecing together the foundation of what would become the Linux kernel, the core part of a brand new operating system. He had no funding, no team, no goal beyond curiosity. It was a personal project. He wasn't trying to change the world. He just wanted an OS that worked for him. But what he built would soon outgrow his wildest dreams. When he got it running, he shared it. On August 25th, 1991, Linus posted a simple message to an online newsgroup. I'm doing a free operating system. Just a hobby, won't be big and professional like GNU. But it was exactly what the GNU project needed, a working kernel. And the world needed something free. So, he released his code for free, inviting anyone to use, modify, and improve it. This open invitation ignited a global movement. Programmers from around the world joined in, contributing code, ideas, and passion. Linux was no longer just Linus's project. Unlike Windows or Mac OS, Linux wasn't owned by anyone. It became a living, evolving organism, built by thousands for everyone. It could run on anything: a server, a router, a phone, or a toaster. And it became the backbone of the internet. At first, the tech world didn't take him seriously. Microsoft famously called open source a cancer. Corporations didn't like the idea of giving away software. But Linux kept growing. It powered stock exchanges, supercomputers, Android phones, NASA, Google, Facebook all started building on it. Not because it was free, but because it was better. By the late 1990s, Linux was running on millions of computers. Tech giants like IBM, Intel, and Dell embraced it. Today, Linux powers the world's most important infrastructure, from the servers that run the internet, to the Android phones in your pocket, to the systems guiding spacecraft. And all of it traces back to one determined student coding alone in his bedroom. So, who was this guy? A rock star? A rebel? Not really. Linus was and is famously blunt. He doesn't like hype, doesn't chase media, but he cares about good code. He believes in engineering over ego. And despite building one of the most important technologies of the 21st century, he still insists it was all just a hobby. Linus's philosophy was radical. Software should be free, open, and built by community. The Linux mascot, Tux the Penguin, became a symbol of this playful, collaborative spirit. Linus himself remains humble, preferring a quiet life, working from home, often in his bathrobe, focused on engineering, not fame. Linus created more than Linux. He created a new way of working. With his tool, Git. Yes, he built that too. He revolutionized how developers collaborate. Open source projects now follow his model. Transparent version control, community code reviews, iteration over perfection. Today, that structure powers everything from AI models to Mars rovers to ChatGPT itself. Today, more than 12,000 developers from over 1,200 companies contribute to Linux. Today, Linux powers 96% of the top 1 million websites, all Android phones, the world's top 500 supercomputers, every major stock exchange, the International Space Station. Linus Torvalds built the engine of modern computing and gave it away. Linux has become the backbone of modern tech, a testament to the power of open collaboration and relentless curiosity. He didn't sell out. He didn't cash in. He said, "Software is like sex. It's better when it's free." Linus Torvalds didn't set out to change the world. But by building Linux in his bedroom, he gave the world a gift: the freedom to create, to innovate, and to dream bigger. The next time you use your phone, browse the web, or watch a rocket soar, remember the quiet genius who started it all. From a bedroom in Finland, one man rewrote the rules of tech. And today, millions write on top of his code. His name isn't on billboards, but his work is in your phone, your browser, your Wi-Fi, your life. Linus Torvalds didn't build Linux to go viral. He built it because he could, and in doing so, he built a system that runs the world. If this story inspired you, hit like and share it with a friend. Who knows? The next world-changing idea might be brewing in someone's bedroom right now. Subscribe to the Innovator Vault and discover more genius hiding behind the screen.